We're talking about politics tonight. New developments in a mysterious $1.8 billion account entry found in our state's finances. Big story here. A recent report finding most of that money never existed. And earlier today, lawmakers wrapped up a 4-hour-long meeting. Their goal, they say, is to prevent this from ever happening again. Our Josie Frost sharing tonight's update.
The report found the issue was mostly the result of a conversion error as the state was switching over financial systems, but it also found it took years for the issue to be brought to the attention of state officials. Now, while some lawmakers are pointing the finger at the state treasurer's office, the comptroller general and the state auditor, a joint resolution would bring in a third party to oversee the state's finances.
In other words, we need to hire a babysitter to take a look at what happens within the state's treasurer's office, within the comptroller general's office, and with our internal auditor function.
Senator Larry Grooms filing a resolution to bring in a third-party compliance consultant, what he calls a babysitter, to oversee the state's finances.
In my view, if your bank doesn't know if it has $1.8 billion or not, you probably need a new banker.
It's one of many recommendations from a report by independent auditor AlixPartners, who testified before the Senate Finance Committee today. The mysterious fund was discovered last year, with many lawmakers wondering where that $1.8 billion account came from and to whom it belongs, until AlixPartners' recent state audit, which revealed that most of that money never existed. It was part of an account that was used to balance the state's budget when converting the state's financial accounts to a new system. AlixPartners said while the offices involved probably should have investigated the conversion issues more, they stopped short of saying those offices purposefully misled authorities.
Lack of communication and lack of ownership. And I think that ownership part is also important because none of them wanted to take responsibility for it. And I think that stems for perhaps why they did not report it, because no one saw it as their problem.
But Grooms says the offices need to be held responsible for the issue. After it was revealed the Federal Securities and Exchange Commission has been investigating the state's finances for over a year, costing millions in legal fees.
At some point, the Securities and Exchange Commission will conclude their inquiry into South Carolina's finances, and at some point there will probably be some sort of sanctions. We just don't know how severe they will be or whether they will affect our state's AAA credit rating. We hope not.
As for that joint resolution to hire a third party, the full committee has not put that to a vote yet. Some lawmakers want to make adjustments to some of the language in the bill before it can be taken up on the Senate floor. Reporting at the State House, Josie Frost, News 19 WLTX.